afternoon. It's a quick follow-up on the last Polycarp, because he was talking about that sort of thing that we don't discuss in polite company. And I thought, well, it's time things changed, so we're going to suggest some reading for you if you're really that interested. Uh, there are two people that first sprang to mind. One was Adrian Thatcher, the other one was Liz Stewart. I've read a sample of each. Actually, I've read the entire book. Adrian Thatcher's first one was a book called Liberating Sex, which was published in 1993, SPCK. And that was actually truly revolutionary. And he's not very happy with it now because he's moved on. He has written extensively on the matters of the church and that sort of thing. And I suspect if they follow on from the Liberating Sex, a Christian sexual theology, they are probably all equally inspiring. They make you think. There's nothing smutty about it at all. And it is quite enlightening as to partly how we should interact with one another, and also how the church is failing to interact properly with the human condition. He's written hundreds of them. Truly a person, truly God. I haven't read that one. That's not not about that sort of thing. That's the divinity of Christ. I must read that one sometime. We've got, Christian perspectives on sexuality and gender, people and passion, the church teaches about sex, marriage after modernity. That would be an interesting one to look to read. What is marriage? Spirituality and the curriculum. Yeah, that's not relevant to that sort of thing, is it? Celebrating Christian marriage. It's seriously worth reading. It's not what you think. One thing I learned. The thing is, Adrian Thatcher was my personal tutor for 3 years. And I'm not plugging him because of that. But it does mean I've got a slight insight into how he works and how he thinks and how revolutionary he can be. Well worth going for. The other one, Liz Stewart. Let's just find Liz Stewart. There she is. Slightly fewer publications. The one that I read was Daring to Speak Love's Name, which is subtitled as a gay and lesbian prayer book. To my mind, it certainly isn't. It's a guide to building a prayer book for people, and that talks about all sorts of things. They both talk about the psychology, which is actually really important if you want to put Ignatius and Polycarp and the Bible and everything else into context. You do need to know that. The psychological thinking has changed over the years, and therefore the way the church thinks hasn't, but needs to, and we need to promote that. So Daring to Speak Love's Name was a fantastic book. It even talked about divorce and how we can handle divorce in a spiritual fashion. Just Good Friends, the Theology of Relationships, Gay and Lesbian Theologies, Repetitions, I think this says, yes, Repetitions and Critical Difference. And the first one on the list at the bottom, just before Daring to Speak Love's Name, was Religion is a Queer Thing. So although it's based mainly at the LGBTQ community, it is very, very valuable for those who do not wish to identify with that particular community. It's something that we should be doing. It's not something I've done a great deal because it's not my area, but it's something I would encourage others to do, and make videos and put them on YouTube, and we can all share them, and then we can discuss them. That's it. More Polycarp coming up. That's actually what I'm busy working on now, is writing the next Polycarp. We'll see you all again soon. No Ignatian bye-bye this time.